Greetings, Commander. This is Sin with Synyster Gaming. Today I'm going to be covering the basics of laser mining. First, let's start off with hardpoints. I'm using a glorious Python for this, so we have 3 large, 2 medium hardpoints. This is the perfect setup for laser mining. You want to go into mining tools and find the 2D mining lasers. Helpful tip, the smaller lasers will cause small chunks to come off the asteroid. The larger lasers will cause large chunks to come off the asteroid. This means more ore with less time and effort. If you're in a small or medium ship, only get 2 or 3 mining lasers. This is to make sure that your power plant and power distributor don't get overpowered. To save yourself some cheddar, get the fixed lasers. No need to spend more on turreted mining lasers. And don't worry about empty hardpoints. You won't be needing to use all your hardpoints most of the time. Now let's get into utility mounts. I won't spend too much time on this since these are not needed for mining, but they do help in other areas like running from pirates right when you jump into another system after you just spent hours mining. Always run at least 1 heatsink. Shield boosters are not needed. These are up to you. Feel free to use what you like, but remember that each one lowers your jump range by a little bit. Heat sinks are king. Always have at least 1. Since a pulse wave analyzer is still glitched for certain people, I will not be covering it in this video. Since we just talked about heat sinks, I want to show you guys a little trick when it comes down to using the heat sink when you jump into a system. Normally you don't want to engage your FSD as soon as you come out of witch space. You build up too much heat and become space dead commanders. Instead, wait till your heat hits about 90% and use your heat sink so you stay cool and live to make some more cheddar. I will show you exactly how right now. As you can see, my heat is almost 0 and I'm almost getting ready to jump. The next section will be core internals. So when it comes down to core internals, A-rate everything except for sensors and life support. With sensors and life support, you can D-rate them so that you can get a little bit better jump range. If you're low on cash, just A-rate your FSD and make sure your power plant and power distributor can handle your mining lasers. So now let's talk about the optional internals. If you're using the Python, make sure you have 3 6E cargo racks, 2 5A collector limpet controllers, a 4A fuel scoop, a 3A shield generator, a 3A prospector limpet, a 2A refinery, and a detailed surface scanner. If you're using a different ship that doesn't have the exact same internal compartments as my Python, just make sure you have a detailed surface scanner, a refinery, a prospector limpet controller, a shield generator, a fuel scoop, a collector limpet controller. The rest of your internal slots should be cargo racks. Try to make sure your biggest internal slots are cargo racks so you can have the biggest haul of ore. That way you can get space rich, commanders. Now that your ship is all ready for mining, it's time to set your fire groups. So go to your right panel and go to fire groups. What I like to do is make sure that the detailed surface scanner and the discovery scanner are on my fire group A. My fire group B, I have all 3 of my mining lasers on 1, my collector limpets on 1, and my prospector on 2. Once that's done, we can get ready to start jumping to a mining system. Before I show you how to use your detailed surface scanner, we need to make sure you can control it. Hit escape, go to options, go to your controls, scroll all the way down to the bottom and make sure that mouse X axis is turned to yaw, mouse Y axis is set to pitch. Make sure you accept and exit back out. Your scanner will tell you when you can use it. So to use your detailed surface scanner, make sure you're in super cruise and close enough to the planet and going at a slow enough speed. Use your scanner to enter the scanner interface. Each planet has a different distance, so don't worry too much if you can't pinpoint the exact location. Just go slow as you approach the planet. With the controls set, you should be able to aim so you can fire your scanning probes. aim where it says ring and then fire. Enjoy the cool sight. This will cause all the hotspots to show up on the ring. Alright, let's head out and go mining. We're going to be going to my favorite map mining location. So it's Hades Sector DB-X D1-112, Planet 2. Once you get to the mining location, pull out your detailed surface scanner and scan the rings, and we're going to be heading to the hotspot that's shown on screen. As you're heading into this hotspot, make sure you stay aimed in the very center of the target. You're going to be aiming in between the rings. If you happen to land when it's dark, go ahead and turn your night vision on. Click 4, go to ship, top panel, turn it on. Alright commanders, don't be like me or Commander Hawks and forgetting to get limpets before we come all the way out here. Make sure you stock up before you make this trip. Safe bet is about half your cargo full of limpets and you should be good to go. Now that we're ready to go, I will be posting the map mining document in the video description so that you can do exactly what I do to bring in millions upon millions of space cheddar. You're going to first fire your prospector at a rock. You're then going to target it and follow it to that rock. The prospector will tell you everything that's in the rock so that you can start mining it if it's got the painite or whatever material going after. When firing your lasers, make sure to aim at the bottom of the asteroid or match its rotation. Your limpets will kill themselves to get your ore. Remember, limpet lives matter too. Also, make sure to open your cargo scoop so that the limpets can drop off the ore. To make sure you only pick up the ore you want to keep, go to your left panel and go to contacts. Go to an ore you don't want and make sure to click ignore. And don't worry commanders, you can always change your mind later if you want to pick up something else. Congratulations commanders, now you know everything you need to know about laser mining. Now let's just rinse and repeat until you own every ship in the galaxy. Keep working on your skills and I will see you in the black commanders.